Hey everyone, good evening, happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Waiting on more women to come in, okay? This is gonna be a really important topic, okay? If you're watching me for the first time, put up one in the chat, okay? If you're new, put one in the chat. Let me welcome you in. Hope everybody's doing absolutely amazing, okay? Hope you guys are doing amazing. Today we're gonna talk about I always say this is a really important topic, but it really is an important topic. And as you guys are coming in, like the video so it can push it out to the For You page, okay? You can push it out to more women because more women need to see this, especially if you've been searching endlessly for fibroid information. We're gonna talk about it, going down the rabbit hole, because I have like many of my clients that tell me this used to be them, or just many women in general that are just tired of analysis paralysis, that are tired of this fibroid rabbit hole, that are confused, that are stuck, that are just, I'm gonna help you get unstuck today, okay? So waiting on more women to come in. As you're coming in, please like the video, tap on the screen and like the video, okay? For those that are new, my name is Sasha. I'm a holistic womb specialist. And what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues. I help them get to the root cause, energetic and physical root cause of the problem in order to completely heal, in order to adopt a personalized womb detoxification protocol. Okay, so I help women heal from fibroids, from endometriosis, from infertility issues, from PCOS, ovarian cysts, menstrual issues, so on and so forth. So many, anything hormonal as well. And I love what I do. I love putting the power back into women's hands when it comes to their own healing, when it comes to their own reproductive health, because for too long, women have been powerless when it comes to their reproductive health. And when I mean reproductive health, I'm talking about, you know, your the hormonal issues. I'm talking about the menstrual issues. I'm talking about all of these issues that we think that we have to take a pill for, the fibroids that we think we have to get surgeries for. We've been put in a powerless position, okay? And a lot of women don't realize that's a powerless position, because when we think about reproductive health, it's just the only thing we think about is, you know, abortion, but it's deeper than that, y'all. Okay, so tap on the screen. We only have 3 likes. What's going on here? If you're new, let me know that you're new. Tap on the screen. Let's get the likes up to 100 before we get started, okay? Before we get started on the topic, the fibroids healing rabbit hole. Is that you? Are you stuck like just researching endless information for fibroid? Thank you, Keisha, for liking the video, okay? Thank you. Sorry if you guys hear my washing machine in the background, okay? But thank you so much. This is my first time. Hi, flowers. Welcome. So happy that you're here. If this is your first time, let me know. I would love to welcome you in. If you're returning, also let me know as well. Thank you for being here. All right, make sure that you guys are following me as well for more information on fibroids. Listen, let me just put a little slight disclaimer. New here, okay, hey. Being scheduled for hysterectomy due to fibrosis. I'm assuming that's fibroids, but you're definitely in the right place. Happy that you're here. A little disclaimer, right? My page, I was gonna say my channel, my page, okay, is for holistic healing, holistic womb healing. So if you are, not a lot of people are with holistic health, and that's totally fine. Okay, fibroids, yes, okay, perfect. If you are against holistic healing, if that's not your jam, wrong page, okay? So let me just say that now. This is all about holistic healing when it comes to fibroids, when it comes to endometriosis, when it comes to reproductive health issues. This is for women that want to heal, okay? This is not for women that, I'm not going to give you the same advice your doctor's going to give you, because in case you did not know, Western medicine keeps women sick. In case you did not know, you have fibroids. Okay, fibroids, you're in the right place. Western medicine is sick care, in case you didn't know. Okay, some people act like that's new information to them. That's new information. Listen, I had a hysterectomy last what due to fibroids? Keisha, last what due to fibroids? Oh no. But okay, we didn't know what we didn't know then, but that's okay. If you are watching this and you have a scheduled hysterectomy, scheduled myomectomy, scheduled UFE, stay on, y'all, stay on. We have a lot to talk about, okay? So when it comes to fibroids, a lot of women are suffering. Okay, yeah, last year, okay. Thank you, Keisha. A lot of women are suffering with fibroids, right? This is affecting about 80 to 90% of women, especially Black women, but all women, honestly. But here's the thing about fibroids. Because it's so common, it's not normal, but it's common. There's so many remedies, there's so many options, and it can be very confusing, right? It can be very confusing. Let me know if you've been diagnosed with fibroids and you're just confused about the options, all of the things coming up. You hear the medical options, the UFE procedures, the myomectomy, the hysterectomy, or should you go the natural route? And then the natural route, you're in the right place. The natural route, there's so much confusion there as well, if not more, right? Because there's a million articles, videos, creators, content creators, right? Even people that do similar to what I do, fibroid specialists, right? That are telling you different ways to go, and it can be so confusing. One person is saying, do this. One person is saying, do that. And I see a lot of women, they get trapped in that, like digging for more information when it comes to fibroids, how to heal fibroids, especially the holistic, the ones that are leaning towards the holistic route, right? Especially that. I'm all about natural. I love that. I love that. All about natural, because your body can definitely dissolve tumors and dissolve fibroids. I already work in surgery. I'm seeking more natural options. You're in the right place. Yes, it's so confusing. Yeah, so it's so confusing. If you go on TikTok and type in fibroids or like how to shrink fibroids, you're gonna see hundreds of information, hundreds of videos, hundreds of things saying different things. It could be very confusing. And a lot of women are kind of in that area where they're stuck. PCOS and fibroids. Okay, you're definitely in the right place. A lot of women, honestly, that have fibroids also have PCOS, but just don't know it yet. How about getting an ablation? We don't talk about that. Stay tuned, okay? So we'll talk about the surgeries and all that stuff. But you're constantly searching for remedies. You're constantly searching to feel better. And when you're in a state where you're not feeling, where you're bleeding, right? You're bleeding heavily. When you're dealing with anemia, when you're dealing with all of these symptoms, when you're dealing with the fibroid belly, it could be easy to really get stuck in. You're looking for remedies. You're looking for what can make you feel better now, right? You're getting bombarded with all this stuff. This cycle, shifting through all this information online, though it may be helpful at first, after a while, because I see a lot of women get stuck in this trap for months, if not years. It could be almost debilitating, and it can keep you more confused. It's what you call information overload. And though we live in a realm, though we live in a time where there's lots of information out there, there's the information age, that's what they call it. But too much information can leave you in a certain state where you don't know which route to take. You don't know where to move. You don't know what to do next. And you're just like, okay, they saying this, one person saying this, two people are saying that. So where do I move? And what happens is that a lot of women get stuck there, right? They get stuck just shifting through information, and then there's conflicting information, right? And then some of this information also is promising quick results. That's another thing too. Like, right, you can get rid of fibroids in a month or 2 months, or really quick results, and that makes it even more. Let's get the likes up. That makes it even more confusing as well. Yes, because I won't leave the house because of the heavy bleeding. Whew, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. I have so many women that are suffering with fibroids. They don't leave during their periods. The heavy days. They're not leaving the house. They're scared to leave the house. They're scared of leaking. It gets really bad. So fibroids start to really take a toll on your quality of life. Your confidence, like your womanhood, your fertility even, right? Your relationships, your sex life. It becomes your whole entire life. And it's like you're almost, you created a life around having fibroids. You've really modified your life around having fibroids. Like that becomes your new normal, right? And I always say, be very careful about making fibroids your new normal. Yeah, I'm very depressed right now. Yeah, depression and fibroids go, unfortunately, I'm really sorry to hear that. Depression and fibroids go hand in hand. Anxiety and fibroids go hand in hand. And you start to make this your new normal. You start to make this, and you start to look at, okay, how can I get instant results? How can I feel better right now? It becomes that kind of like that chase for new information, and the chase for how do I feel better right now, okay? So you guys, let's get the likes. Let's get it up to 1,000, okay? Let's get the likes up to 1,000. But listen, what I want to say here is that be very careful with the quick fixes when it comes to fibroids. Fibroids occur due to deeper imbalances in the body. They don't just occur out of the blue. I've had to have a blood transfusion. Okay, you're on the right line. You're gonna learn a lot today. Thank you so much for sharing the information, Cloney. So I want to say why surface level solutions don't work. I'm talking about, let's start with the surgeries, and I'm gonna start with the other surface level, the quick fix natural remedies like that are all over the place, that there's no structure to it, there's no protocol. right? So when we get to the ablations and the myomectomies and the UFEs, these do not address the root cause. UFE, these don't address the root cause. So you have to understand, if you're new, let me know in the chat that you're new. But I always talk about the root cause, getting to the root cause of fibroids. Fibroids did not develop in you out of the blue. They did not develop out of the blue. There's a reason for it. And if you're not targeting the hormonal imbalances that cause the fibroids. Okay, hey, Moniz, hi, 𝐶𝐵, I'm saying, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hey, okay, I'm gonna just say Nelly, because I don't know how to pronounce that, or Plum Nelly. When it comes to that, right, when you're not addressing the root cause, Christina. Okay, thank you so much, Christina. Hey, Christina. When you're not, and make sure you guys are following me as well, and you guys are on the email list, so you guys are staying connected. And you guys know when I go live. Hey, Shay. Hey, welcome. Happy that you guys are here. So when it comes to that, right, when it comes to fibroids, when it comes to myomectomies and UFE, they're not addressing the root cause. They're not addressing the underlying imbalances that are occurring that cause the fibroids to occur. Right? They're imbalances. It starts with a hormonal imbalance, the hormones being out of balance. Then it becomes, your estrogen levels start to become imbalanced, right? The insulin levels start to become imbalanced, right? Fibroids is a full body issue. It's not just a uterine issue. Then the liver is not getting rid of the toxins like they're supposed to, the excess hormones, the excess waste. It's kind of, we've overloaded the liver, we've overloaded the organs. The kidneys are not filtering like they're supposed to, right? The body's not operating the way it's supposed to. The lymphatic system is not, again, getting rid of toxins like it's supposed to. It's slowing down with that. So that means we have an accumulation of more toxins in the body. We have an accumulation of imbalances in the body. It does not address the root cause. I had a myomectomy and still didn't get pregnant yet. And Lady Kim, I'm definitely happy that you're here. Let me just say one thing about a myomectomy too. There's some people that get pregnant, they don't get pregnant after having a myomectomy, but do you know what they're risking? Because they did not address the root cause. And this is what I always say. People get offended when I say this, but when you have fibroids, right, we don't want to continuously pass toxicity down. We don't want to continue passing these imbalances down our lineage. So that's why it's so important that before you have that baby, take about 3 to 6 months, get your body healthy, get your hormones in balance, because having a baby is a lot on the body. And I'm saying this as a womb specialist that's helped women get pregnant, that's helped women get rid of fibroids, get pregnant afterwards. That's helped women, yes. Get rid of the imbalances in the body. Get your hormones in balance. What you do to your body, how you treat your body pre-conception matters significantly. A lot of women don't know that. This is why miscarriages are so rampant right now, especially with women that have fibroids or that have had fibroids. So even if you had the myomectomy, you did not, and this is everybody, you did not address the root cause. So those imbalances are still there. And there's women that's had myomectomies that when they do get pregnant, they end up developing a fibroid during pregnancy, and it becomes an issue. Then it becomes a high-risk pregnancy. Then, it's just all this trauma. And then the baby, the fibroid is growing with the baby, and the baby's kicking on the fibroid, right? It's so much issues that we don't have to go through, that we put ourselves and our children through, right? So that's why anybody that wants to have a child that has fibroids, take 3 to 6 months, shrink and get rid of those fibroids, or shrink them as much as you can. Get your body in balance, get your hormones in balance, because if you have fibroids, your hormones are completely out of balance. Okay, do certain hormones cause you to have a baby fever, or is it this conspiracy? I'm gonna be honest with you, and I could be wrong, but when it comes to baby fever, it's really the media. It's really programming. Okay, they tell you after, especially if you're believing the rhetoric that you can't have babies over a certain age, or that your biological clock, right, and all that stuff. I've done deep dives on the biological clock and how that term was coined by actually not a scientist, not a doctor. It was actually a researcher, but that's a whole other conversation. I might have to do another YouTube video on that. But yes, women have been programmed and groomed to believe that motherhood and being a wife is their whole life. They've been kind of groomed for that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with being a mother and being a wife. Those are beautiful things, right? But the baby fever thing comes from more so society. It could be you too. And I will say this, your desires are valid. I don't want you to feel like your desires are, if that's your true desire to be a mother, then please, it's gonna happen for you, right? But we wanna bring on we want to bring on children in the healthiest form, like whether mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? We don't need to be passing down physical trauma, imbalances, and emotional trauma down. Okay, and I talk about how fibroids is not just physical, it's also emotional. Okay, so let me read some comments. I go get ultrasound next week and check if any fibroids are returned. Okay. My suggestion is also too, as you check to see the fibroids, if the fibroids return, but also get your body in balance, right? Because listen, fibroids, when it comes, and are you having signs of fibroids returning? I want to ask you that as well. But your body cannot, a lot of women, their bodies cannot get pregnant when their body doesn't feel safe, when their body's out of balance. So it's not just fibroids that causes the imbalance, it's also hormonal imbalances, right? Estrogen dominance that also causes infertility. And I'm saying this as a specialist that's gotten a lot of women, like I said, that's gotten a lot of women not just out of infertility, right? Also, I don't even believe in that term infertility. There's always a reason that you're having issues with conceiving, right? Also, it's helped many women after years of being on fertility drugs not working. A lot of women have tried for years. I've helped women get pregnant naturally. The one worked with me after 6 months and she got pregnant a couple months later. Another one worked with me for 3 months, and literally the next month after leaving the program, she was pregnant after 4 years of trying. Okay, so definitely no signs of fibroids, and I've been working on my health for life. Good. Okay, I'm love. How do we fix hormonal imbalances? And I say this, you have to, when it comes to hormonal imbalances, there is no one pill, there is no one supplement. Understand this is it's a diet, lifestyle, mindset, right? It is shifting your body into the parasympathetic state. And I have different courses for that as well, for hormonal balance, okay? Just to let you guys know. Hey, Marsh. What's the oldest kind you help? Get rid of fibroids or to conceive? The oldest kind that I've helped conceive was about 43, 44. I've had clients in their late 40s, but they weren't interested in conceiving. I think they had their kids already, or they just weren't interested in conceiving. But I've helped clients get rid of fibroids that were late 40s, early 50s as well. But the oldest kind that I've helped to conceive, about 43, 44, but I'm sure I can help older. It's not, when it comes to, let me break this down. When it comes to fertility, let me say this again. It's not about so much age. A lot of women that's society, that's again, these doctors that are following 1800s doctrine. You guys put too much on age. Thank you, pregnancy and fit, thank you. I always reposting women that get pregnant in their 50s naturally. A grandma that was 64 just got pregnant on TikTok. That video went viral and she's like crying, like, what am I gonna do? I'm 64, like, I kind of feel bad for her, but that just shows you how powerful the human body is. And a woman's body is powerful. They've lied to you and made you believe that there's a cutoff time at 35, or it's harder after 40. That's not true. A healthy woman can have children all up and down her 40s like it's nothing. 40s is not even old. And for you guys that don't believe me, I want you guys to go to the healthiest places of the earth. Go to the healthiest cities, countries, and I want you to interview the women there. You're gonna see women that are, and I've seen it in Africa. I've seen literally women that look like grandmas. They're pregnant. I'm like, what's going on here? But they're telling you you can't have children after 35 or 40. If you're healthy, you can. If your hormones are in balance, you can, right? But if not, and when we have fibroids, we know the hormones are not in balance. When we have fibroids, we know that we're more likely to have what they call perimenopause, the thing that does not happen to healthy women. Okay? And I'm telling you this as somebody that's have clients in their 30s, 40s, even early 50s. Perimenopause is something that happens to women that are hormonally imbalanced. And when we have fibroids, because of that, this is why when women have fibroids and they don't address it naturally, they don't do anything about it, they're only addressing it surgically or not at all, they have what is called perimenopause. And it's not really, let me just break this down. Perimenopause is not, they put a name on something that really means hormonal imbalance. But they put a name on something because, okay, after 35, your hormones start going crazy. No, it's not about the age. It's about you've spent so many years, your body showed you signs. This is why I put videos out on what is the healthy period, because the period is the body's fifth vital sign. A lot of your body's showing you signs that it's out of balance, but you don't, number one, you don't do anything about it. Number two, a lot of y'all don't even know that they're imbalances. So I'm talking about from the heavy bleeding to the clots, these are imbalances. And then after years of going through this stuff, the brown blood, the cramps, the pain, the fibro. After years, sometimes after a while, maybe 35, 30, 40, your body starts, I'm tired. Your reproductive organs, all the toxicity, they start to act crazy and shut down. You can start to get all these symptoms. But then they've coined it perimenopause. So you can normalize it and think that it has to happen to you. And they put you on bioidentical hormones in order to increase your risk of cancer. But that's a whole other conversation. Y'all don't want to go that deep, okay? Maybe we don't want to go that deep. I know I'm going to upset people going that deep because they're putting you guys on all these hormones. And when your body has your body has natural hormones. Your body has natural hormones and it's very intelligent. And if you heal your organs and glands, then guess what? Your body can produce the right amount of hormone. Your body can produce the right amount of hormone. I'm loving this. You're speaking facts. Are eggs and dairy bad for fibroids? Yes, I say that all the time. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't do sugar. It's good. So it's not about age. I had fibroid surgery last Tuesday, but oh, wow. I don't want to go through that ever again. Next steps. I would say for anyone that next steps, honestly, if you've been through fibroid surgery and you don't want to get fibroids again, then time is of the essence. Let me just be honest with you, because you've cut into the womb, right? And you've put in your body, you haven't addressed the root cause. So that's aggravating the issue even further. So honestly, you want to, as soon as you can, okay, get on a plan, get on a protocol to address the imbalances to get rid of the fibroids, right? You don't have fibroids anymore, but you have to still address what caused the fibroids to occur. You have to address the underlying causes and quickly. If you've had surgery, you don't want those fibroids to come back, because people are getting fibroids back after myomectomies in 2 months, in 3 months, in 4 months, right? In months now, not even years, in months. So if because you're continuously engaging in what brought on the fibroids in the first place, you have not addressed the root cause, okay? And for those that are interested in really getting to the root cause of fibroids and getting rid of the fibroids, I have multiple courses, multiple programs. I've been helping women get rid of fibroids for years, okay? And I've had a testimonial list a mile long, okay? In case you guys are new to me, okay? So get on my email list. I have also a free training when you get on my email list that really breaks down fibroids and why they develop in the body, okay? That's my thing. I'm trying to figure out quickly what's going on. Okay, I'm eliminating dairy and sugar. Y'all, diet is one thing. I don't want to be cut on. Absolutely. No, listen. And this is why a lot of women don't really, let me just be honest with you. They don't understand how powerful the womb is on a physical and spiritual level. First of all, it is one of the strongest organs in the body. What should we eat? I have a whole guide. If you go to the link in my bio, I have a whole shopping list, womb wellness shopping list. It's only like $11. Okay, I have a whole shopping list, and something you have literally a whole shopping list that you can go in the the grocery store with, so you'll know what to get and what not to get. Okay, that's why I made it, and it's helped many women. So when it comes to that, what was I saying? When it comes to fibroids, when it comes to that, I told you I had a myomectomy and the bleeding never subsided after the surgery, and it testified. Thank you. And people don't understand when you cut on yourself like that. I was saying, you don't understand how powerful the womb is. A lot of women don't understand. They can't even conceptualize how powerful their womb is and how sacred the womb is. And that's why they're okay with getting it cutting it open, coming over and over again, right? Or they allow, this is maybe going left, but they don't really treasure their womb, and they allow, certain men to take advantage of them in other ways, right? They don't understand how powerful their womb is. They don't understand even the energy that the womb holds, right? It is your feminine power, your womb. And because you don't understand that, you allow, like I said, toxicity in the womb. You hold in a lot of negativity, negative trauma in the womb without even knowing it energetically. You also allow men who don't deserve you in the womb, right? It goes deep. And you allow doctors do your womb any which way. Do your womb any which way. And that's an issue. I've had 7 removed in 2016, and they are back bigger than before. When you have, I'm so sorry, Miss Key. And when you guys have surgery, the fibroids come back with a vengeance. When you ladies have these surgeries, and trust me, ask me how I know. As somebody that struggled, and for ladies that are new, I'm seeing a lot of new women tonight, and I'm excited about that. But for the ones that are new, let me just say this. I had my own fibroid surgery. My own fibroid surgery, and I got fibroids again afterwards. This was over 10 years ago. and I was able to heal the second time. I said, I'm not going through surgery again. I learned my lesson, number one. And number two, it was the worst, one of the biggest regrets ever, having that surgery, going through that process, cutting into my womb. It was just, it felt wrong. And I wish I would have listened to my intuition. My intuition told me, don't do it. Don't do it. And I wish it. And I always say this, and I'm not trying to, boast. I wish there was somebody like me on the internet, because I would have ran. Wait, what? I don't have to have surgery? Somebody like that's helping women get rid of fibroids, I would have ran to go work with the person. I don't like, what? That's why I say some of you, I'm just talking about, especially the ones that have been following me for a while, you're lucky. Because I didn't have that. It wasn't that 15 years ago. This wasn't available 15 years ago. I've been taking herbs. Okay. Hello. Hey, Cher. So it's not just about diet and some herbs. And I see, and you know what? That goes into the topic, the fibroid rabbit hole, right? Because you go on one platform, they say, take this herb and get rid of fibroids. You go on another platform that says, okay, this diet, get rid of sugar, get rid of fibroids. It's deeper than that. You're dealing with hormonal imbalances. You're dealing with a tumor. It's deeper than that. It's not just diet. It's not just herbs. Herbs are good. You don't have to take herbs, but they're good. I mean, herbs are amazing, right? They're much better than these random supplements. They're amazing. So I'm not saying not to take herbs, but what I'm saying is that it is so important. And what I'm saying is that understand that it is a complete lifestyle. It's not just, it's just, you just take herbs and that's it. It's a complete lifestyle. I'm talking about women that want to get rid of fibroids, not women that just want to feel a little bit better. I'm talking about women that want to get rid of their fibroids. I got the fibroid healing. Which course did you get? Which one? With the Freedom from Fibroids course? Just taking time, changing everything. Okay. What have you, okay, the 12, okay. That course literally has helped hundreds of women get off. Like, there was one woman that came here and I put her picture up on my page, and her belt, literally, she had a 20 centimeter fibroid. And just within 1 month, you're able to see the difference. 1 month of her using that same course. So don't just take your time. It's time to implement this stuff, okay? So I want to hear testimonials as well. Okay. All right. So it's important to it's important to understand. And I have a 12-step. I don't have that available on the site now. I have my for everybody else. I have my Freedom from Fibroids Mastery course. There's an option where you can just get the course, and there's an option that you can get the course and work with me for 2 weeks and get one-on-one Telegram support. Okay. Somebody just did that, and literally hers ended last Friday. She was like, oh my God, my stomach is almost flat. And she had a fibroid belly. She's like, I haven't felt like this in years. In just 2 weeks. She got the option where you can get the course and work with me for 2 weeks. That's the Freedom from Fibroids Mastery course. Okay. So, and she's like, well, I'm going to join the program. Like, I'm going to join the Detox About You program, work with you for the rest of the year. Okay. So listen, ladies, listen. It's not, like I said, it's not, if it was that easy, like you just take an herb and you get rid of fibroids, why is 80 to 90% of women dealing with fibroids? This is where we go. This is how we get into the whole, women get into the whole, I tried everything, but nothing's working. I hear that so much. I've tried everything. And I'm like, well, what did you try? And I'm like, just talk about maybe I took a couple herbs. I did this with my diet. I'm like, that's not enough. Like, what? We're talking about tumors here, right? We're talking about tumors that have formed due to deep imbalances in the body. Why do you think you just have to do like one or a couple things and then it goes? You're looking at this too linear. Have you addressed the emotional root cause? Have you addressed the physical root cause? Have you gone deeper to get rid of these imbalances? Have you unblocked your elimination pathways? Like, it's like, what? I'm so tired of people asking me if I'm pregnant. It's actually a fibroid belly. Make sure you stay close, okay? Because I've been known, and if you look at my pinned post, I've been known to dissolve fibroid bellies, okay? So, yes. A woman worked with me, literally looked, and you see the picture, literally looked like about her uterus was 8 months, it was like the size of an 8 months pregnancy uterus. And her stomach looked like she was like, people would ask her, when are you due? And within 2.5 months in my Detoxify Your Womb program, which is the highest level program to work with me, which is our elites program, literally with 2.5 months, her stomach was damn near flat. That was the fibroid. She had large fibroid and large cyst. Okay. So listen, if you think but she came in the program, she head first, anything I had to do, she was ready. She was ready. She wasn't taking her time. Just no, because the Detoxify Your Womb program, I don't play that. It ain't taking your time through nothing. We're doing this. We're healing. So it's so important. And stop looking for surface level solutions. Stop looking for, I'm gonna just get rid of me, and I'm just gonna get rid of me, and everything's gonna be like, it's deeper than that. If you want to start like that, that's totally fine. But know that that's not gonna take away the fibroid. That's not gonna take away the fibroid. Okay? I had laser surgery a month ago. Laser surgery for what? I'm ready. I want a baby, not to bleed for a week. Yes. Who wants to bleed for a whole entire week? That's hemorrhaging. That's hemorrhaging. You're not supposed to bleed for a week. For someone with lots of fibroids, and the largest being 11 centimeters, what program would you recommend? For somebody that has lots of fibroids, how many are we talking, if you don't mind? If you have a lot of fibroids, I'm going to be honest with you, our Detoxify Your Womb program. If you have multiple fibroids, if you have large fibroids, Detoxify Your Womb program. Because our goal is for you to be fibroid free. Okay, our full program is 6 months. We also have a 3-month program. And let me just say this. This is the last day for real. Today's the last day I had a 10-week special. If you're on my email list, I had a 10-week special, right? A 10-week special offer where you can work with me till the end of the year, okay? Today's literally the last day for that. I'm talking about midnight, we shutting it down. So if you're interested in that, the link is in my bio. You're gonna see my email. You're gonna see an envelope. Click the envelope and message me with the email title 10 weeks. And this is for people that's been following me. Maybe they've been, if you're interested, if you're really wanting that, the 10 weeks, okay? You guys know I've been talking about it. So if you're in my email list, okay? About 15 in number. The Detoxify Your Womb program you click the link in my bio, you're gonna see where to get on my email list. You're gonna see where to subscribe. Foul smells for having fibroids and regular periods. Is it normal? No. Fibroids is not normal on its own. Fibroids is not normal on its own. So there's that. But when you have fibroids, all sorts of issues can happen because your body is completely out of balance, okay? So we have to stop. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense, okay? Fibroids on its own is not normal. It's common and it's been normalized, but it's not normal, right? So if you have fibroids, then anything can happen with your cycle. If you have fibroids, anything can happen with and you're not addressing it naturally, anything can happen. You can skip a cycle, you can bleed for a month, anything can happen, right? Your body is completely out of balance, okay? And if you're in your late, and I talked about perimenopause earlier, and once we get into late 30s and you still have fibroids and you have not addressed it naturally, guess what happens? You get the perimenopause and the fibroids. And let me tell you something. Ask the women in their 40s. Ask the women in their late 40s, even their late 30s, depending on how bad it is. Fibroids and perimenopause together, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Really, it gets really bad. We have to get your body in balance. Your body cannot heal. You can't get pregnant when your body doesn't feel safe, when your body's out of balance, okay? And even if that does happen, like you end up having a baby when you have all these fibroids, is that really safe, right? Is that really advisable? This is something doctors don't talk about. This is something doctors won't mention. And stop looking for surface level quick fixes. Look for something that's gonna address the root cause. Do you wanna be over here sifting through information on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook for years, trying this and trying that? There's women that have done that. That's why I said the fibroid healing rabbit hole. A lot of people get stuck there. They never really see healing, and then they come out of it saying everything doesn't work. And it's an emotional. It takes an emotional toll on you as well. When you've been trying so many things and it's not working, it starts to take an emotional toll on you, right? You start to get frustrated. You start to get, you get confused. It's like a lot of confusion because you're reading this and it says that. You're reading that and it says this. There starts to be a lot of confusion, okay? So is this never-ending search for remedies? It's time to implement what works. It's time to get on a protocol. And I always say this, even if it's not mine, even if it's somebody else's, right? Getting on a protocol that addresses the root causes. If they're not addressing the root causes, no, it's not. Just like the myomectomy is not addressing the root causes, you end up either bleeding again soon after or getting the fibroids again quickly after, right? If you're not, you have to address the root causes. Stop settling for quick fixes. We gotta stop settling. We have to value ourselves more than that. Stop being looking for quick fixes. It's out of desperation. But when you make decisions, thank you so much, out of desperation, are those the right decisions? No, typically no. So instead of being desperate, actually find somebody, adopt a protocol, a wound detoxification protocol on eliminating the fibroids, a fibroid elimination blueprint. These are things, all of these things I have, right, as well. A fibroid elimination blueprint that's not just going to address one area, the diet, that's it, but that's going to address all, because it's not just diet, okay? It's so much deeper than that, right? You want to utilize your body's healing capabilities and understand and learn how to heal the body. Do you know that this can also serve you in many other different areas of your life? If you know how to get rid of fibroids, then you know how to get your hormones imbalanced. Then you know how to also help women in your family, whether it's your nieces, your daughters, to get how not to deal with this as well, how to avoid these issues, or how to deal with this if they have them. You can help women in your family. You can become, a healer as well. And if you don't understand and know how to heal the body, you're in trouble. We're moving into a time, and let me just say this, for people that's relying on these surgeries, we're literally, these insurance companies, there's gonna come a time where they're not gonna cover all this stuff. So if you're looking at your insurance premiums and you look at what you're spending on all these doctor visits, all this, all these diagnostic tests, all these MRIs and pap smears, all these things that you guys, women that have fibroids and reproductive health issues are doing, I want you to calculate them for 2023, 2024. How much are you spending on that stuff, right? Because you're looking at it as insurance, but that's still your money, okay? So insurance companies are not always going to cover all this stuff, especially with these surgeries and these procedures. So it is going to come a time where they may not cover as much of it, or it's like, listen, things are changing in healthcare. Trust me, behind the scenes, okay? So be very careful. The woman that is not her own healer, does not understand how to heal her body, especially her reproductive health, she's gonna be in trouble. If she's relying on Western medicine, that's why I say if you're still attached to Western medicine and trust, and even though you see it does not work, you see all these women suffering, you see all these women with reproductive health issues, and you're still thinking that can save you, Western medicine can save you when it comes to reproductive health. Now, I'm not talking about if you get in an accident, if you get your arm cut off, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your reproductive health. They don't even learn. They learn in the school that uterus is a useless organ unless you're pregnant. That's who you're trusting with your womb, your sacred space. Good luck if that's who you're trusting. So how many procedures are you willing to do before you get tired? And this is why, so what do we do? So it's not, okay. I do these, okay, hold on, you must be new, Nay. How do I subscribe with my bio? You can find it by the link in my bio. If you go to my bio, you go to my TikTok page, and a lot of people ask me that, like, where's your bio? I'm like, you guys don't know what the bio is on TikTok, on people's TikTok page? Okay, I'm like, why do people? It's on top of the page, right? It's on where everybody's bio is, right? So it's weird when I get that question, where's the bio? I'm like, where? Like, y'all are new to TikTok or something? It's, you go to the link in my bio and you see where it says subscribe, okay? There's others that are subscribing. So yeah, it's there. It's there. Okay, so let me go to the next question. Hold on. So what do we do or take to help us? So it's not, you don't just take one thing to get rid of fibroids. And I said that earlier, you don't just take one thing to get rid of fibroids. It's a lifestyle, okay? You have to, and it's also addressing the root cause of your fibroids, okay? And if you want to know, like I said, if you want the blueprints, the link is in the bio, right? I have courses that can help you through the process. If you want to go deeper with that, we have a Detoxify Your Womb program. I was saying the Detoxify Your Womb program, but we also had the course. I also sell the course that literally has the full course that we use in the actual program that I help women to through and guide women through, we have that available as well. If you're not able to get in the actual program, the program is where you're working with me, like you're working with me through the process. But the course is where you can actually, you work through that on your own. But it's extremely detailed. I just upgraded it. It's absolutely amazing. We have a whole module on fertility, on completely healing reproductive health issues. And I'm talking, when I have to say a module, I mean, a module is tons of lessons in there. So there's so many trainings in there. It's a powerhouse course, okay? That literally helps with healing, restoring your full hormonal balance. If you have PCOS, it's absolutely amazing. If you have endometriosis, absolutely amazing. I don't just help women with fibroids, but most women come to me with fibroids, but also with fertility, PCOS, endometriosis, and these are things that I help women cure. I don't even want to say cure. I want to say reverse. Let's say that, reverse, okay? Because cure is like a medical term, so I don't like to say that. But we're completely reverse, where there is none. Their symptoms, not only their symptoms are gone, there's no traces of these things in their bodies anymore. Their endocrine system is completely repaired, okay? So I love what I do for women. We just got a new client in the Detoxify Your Womb program. Yay! So I'm excited about that. Yay! I'm excited. Listen. The time to heal is now. We're about to go into a new year. Okay? We're approaching a new year. We're approaching 2025. In about 10 to 11 weeks, it's 2025. Some of you ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of you ladies, especially if your fibers are not that big, you can heal or at least get your fibers, shrink your fibers significantly before 2025 if you start it now. You can go into 2025 with no symptoms, right? Feeling amazing, right? And be confident knowing that 2025 is the year that you're completely free, okay? I'm a new client starting meal planning this week. Okay. You're a new client of mine? You're my new client. How did you become a client? I've never seen you before. Okay. Are you a new follower, you mean? It's a 10 centimeter fibroid too big to do the program. Absolutely. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I've worked with 20 centimeter fibroids. So 10 centimeter fibroid to me, I told you about the lady that, and I had the picture on my TikTok. The girl that had a 20 centimeter fibroid that used the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids in a month. And literally in a month, you could see the shrinkage in a month. And she was planning a hysterectomy. And she's like, I feel so much better. Oh my God, thank you so much. She emailed me the pictures. And she's like, look at this. And I'm like, oh my God. So she bought the course months ago, but I'm like, she just started using it a month ago and already see. I'm like, why'd you just start using it? You could have done more, if you would have used it back then, but it's, that's okay. Yes, to start. Okay, so you're a new follower, not a new client, okay? You're a new follower, okay. Like, hopefully you'll be a client in the future. Okay, you purchased the meal plan. Okay, good. That's a start now, okay, good. So if you're, for ladies that say, so let me know too in a couple weeks how you feel and whether you're, with the meal planning and things like that, right? But ladies that are confused, like, where do I start? I have an $11 womb wellness grocery shopping list. I have meal plans on there. And let me just say, they're not going to be on there for long because we're going to introduce new things as well. But I've had those things for a while. We're not going to have that for long. So yeah, so look at the meal plans, look at the, don't just sit there in pain and suffering. I have courses that are for your menstrual cycle. For ladies that have heavy menstrual cycles, we have a how to eliminate heavy menstrual cycles, $27 courses. We have all sorts of courses. If you go to the link in my bio, just purchase the auto renewal subscription. Oh, somebody just subscribe. Okay, subscribe. Okay. Hey, Kenny. Hey, welcome. You know what? I think I have other subscribers. I'm going to start doing new lives from subscribers. I'm going to start doing more in-depth live for subscribers. So that's something I'll do. So yeah, thank you for being a subscriber. I appreciate that. Okay. So, but yes, so I don't want to be on here too long, but what I want to say is that break free from the research loop, from the research prison, ladies. I'm talking about the ones that have been going all over YouTube. They're all over here. They're all over there. They've been researching for fibroids. Somebody called it analysis paralysis. I'm like, that's the perfect term. I should have named this live that. they're going down this deep rabbit hole. They're like this person saying that and this person saying that, and I'm getting all this information and I'm so confused and I don't know, and they haven't even started yet, because again, they're just accumulating more and more and more and more and more information and not doing nothing with it. So it becomes like, why not just adopt a plan from somebody that can help you? So even if it's not me, but somebody knows what they're doing that has receipts. Okay, like I do. Okay. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Before we go. But thank you guys so much for being here. A lot of you guys were new, so I appreciate that. But thank you guys for being here. Listen, there doesn't have to be confusion. Your body can heal. Your body is very powerful. A lot of women don't understand how powerful we are as women. Like, women are very powerful. Women are very magnetic. Women literally can attract anything they want to them. Okay? Thank you, Lady V. Thank you for the rose. I love roses. Thank you. Women are very powerful and can attract whatever they want to them, including healing. But women fail in our society because of programming, because of, I don't want to say, this is like cliche, the patriarchy, right? But there are systems in place that actually have brainwashed and programmed women to not recognize how much of a gift they are to the world, and how much they actually, and the power that they do have. And I'm not talking about physical power. Like, I'm talking about like spiritual power. I'm talking about, it goes deep, right? So because of that, a lot of women don't understand that their bodies can heal, right? So that you've put yourself almost in this, you've placed yourself mentally in this, under shackles, thinking that, you put yourself in a position where you're almost a slave to a system that's not there to serve you. And when I say that, I mean Western medicine. I'm not saying that if you go to a hospital, that's bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that understand when a system is not working for you, it's working against you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gifts, Lady V. Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart. Understand when a system is not working for you. Thank you. And let me just say this too, and I'm probably going to make a video about this on TikTok. For women that are always talking about the patriarchy, right? Do you know that Western medicine, you want to talk about the patriarchy? That Western medicine is right there, okay? So when you talk about all these reproductive rights and all this stuff, but you're still falling under for a system that's cutting you open, that's slicing your womb open, that's, making you go through all these diagnostic tests and not giving you all these meds and giving you all this birth control that's killing your womb and killing you. You're falling for all this stuff. So you're putting yourself through this, as far as you're putting yourself under the patriarchal system of never healing, of problem after problem. This is why do you think breast cancer, or uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, all of these are at an all-time high? Almost all of us know somebody that's young that's going through the uterine cancer, cervical cancer, breast cancer, including myself. Let me tell you, you don't understand that when you have fibroids, when you have ovarian cysts, when you have endometriosis, you're at higher risk for these cancers if you don't get to the root cause of the problem. Because guess what? Estrogen dominance. And if you don't understand what estrogen dominance is, you need to be on my email list, because you get a free training when you're on my email list called Free Yourself of Fibroids. And it explains to you about estrogen dominance and how this is actually the root cause of even breast cancer, of uterine cancer. I'm at a point I don't trust doctors. Yeah. I'm not saying that if you get in an accident, don't go to the doctor now. I'm not saying if you get, God forbid, you get shot, you get stabbed, don't go to the doctor. Please go to the doctor. But for your womb, for your precious womb, be very careful. I'm not saying don't go, but just be very careful. Don't let them cut, don't let them medicate, slice and dice. Don't let them push up, IUDs up in you, and just ruin your sacred space. This is why a lot of women are just in depression and anxiety. Another reason too. They've allowed their power to be stripped away by doctors. Okay? So I just want to say that. Okay? So I'm excited. I have new clients in my 6-week intensive. I've closed enrollment for that. I have if you want to work with me for 10 weeks in our Detoxify Your Womb program, we have that available until midnight. And midnight is in less than 3 hours. If you're interested in working with me in our Detoxify Your Womb program all the way up until the end of the year, if you're ready to heal, I want you to email me 10 weeks. Let's get started, okay? If you want to learn more about our Detoxify Women program, that's our high elite program. The link is in my bio. Okay. If you want to, we also have other courses that can help you as well. If you want, I'm talking to women that actually are ready to do the work, ready to get rid of these fibroids, are ready to get rid of the symptoms. We have courses for that. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I don't have much to say. Love you guys. Y'all have a good night. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Real quick. I know it's kind of late. Okay, somebody messaged me already 10 weeks. Okay. Okay. I'm excited. All right. Love you guys. Any other questions before we go? Comments? If not, we're going to go. Thank you guys for being on here with me. I know that it's kind of late, okay? Thank you guys for being on here with me. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. I'll be back sometime this week, okay? Bye. Get on the email list. Bye.